Hey guys, what's up? This is Chucky V and you're watching What's Happening Now in the News. And today, more controversy. So today I'm talking about Miss Teen USA. Her name is Carly Hay and she was recently crowned Miss Teen USA. Awesome, right? I mean, what could possibly be wrong with that? Well, a lot apparently. So this young woman is causing a lot of controversy mainly because of some past tweets that she wrote on her Twitter. Now this is a couple of years ago, I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago. She was on her Twitter and she decided to go on a pretty much N-word rampage. Pretty much having a general conversation and continuously uses the N-word. Now the way she's using it, it seems like she was trying to be hip or she was trying to like be cool with it and she was using it in a slang type of way, but she was spelling it the redneck way. You guys know what I'm talking about. There are two ways to pronounce and to say the word. I grew up in New York, so I'm used to it. Not that it makes it okay, but it's used a lot in urban areas. But the way that it's spelled is very differently than the way she was spelling it. It's usually spelled N-I-G-G-A when you're doing it in a slang, hip-hop type of language. When you spell it N-I-G-G-E-R and pronounce it that way, that is considered the derogatory redneck way of speaking, which usually is very racist. This is causing a lot of outrage. A lot of people are pissed off and pretty much want her to step down. They feel like she shouldn't be in a position of being Miss Teen USA because she's supposed to be a representative of all young girls, and this is not a great representation of what it is to be an American girl that is supposed to be a role model. I definitely agree. I feel like if you are going to step in a position of power like this or in a position of role model, you need to be aware of things that you said in your past and at least have the wherewithal to erase those things from the past so that they don't come back to bite you in the ass, which is exactly what happened. She wrote in a statement, a part of her apology, stating that she was going through a lot in her life at that time and she's really sorry about what she said, and it was really based on what she was going through. I mean, I don't understand how that correlates. I don't understand how what you're going through in your personal life makes it okay for you to use the N-word. It makes no sense to me, especially because the way she was speaking in her tweets, she wasn't going on a rampage in her tweets. She wasn't lashing out. She wasn't screaming. She was literally having a conversation with somebody else and was tagging them in the post. And it was almost made like as a funny back and forth thing with her friend. It had nothing to do with her going through something deep or, going through some type of trauma. So the way she's presenting it seems like, oh, I was just going through a very hard time in my life and it caused my mind to go crazy. No, you were stupid. You were speaking in ways that you should not have been speaking. And that was biting in the ass. That's like the universal excuse whenever you get caught. I was going through something. You're still guilty. So what do you guys think? Do you think she should be taken out of the Miss Teen USA title? Should her tiara be knocked out? Or should we just forgive her and say, let bygones be bygones? It was a couple of years ago. Who cares? Let's move on. Another controversy with the Miss Teen USA pageant is that all 5 of the girls, or I think it was 6 girls, that made it to the finals look exactly alike. I'm going to show you guys a picture. I mean, it's the same freaking girl. It's the same girl with different eye makeup. So of course there's controversy with that because there's no diversity at all in the top the top 6 girls or top 5 girls. It's pretty much just all blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls that made it to the finals. And that's not really a representation of what America looks like. At least it shouldn't be. So it's not really going well right now for Miss Teen USA and that whole organization. They're dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Let's see if they can pull it together. In other news, it looks like the Olympics are going to be starting literally in about 4 days. The opening ceremony starts on August 5th. However, there is problems, and more problems. So Brazil is not really ready for these Olympics. I mean, their entire organization is a mess right now. They're not organized at all. The venues aren't completely fixed. They have water issues. They're literally telling athletes that are going to be competing in the swimming events not to open their mouth when they swim in the lake. Not to open their mouth because they're afraid of them getting pesticides and diseases because that's how dirty the water is. They promised 4 years ago that they were going to fix the water supply so that it would be clean and healthy. But apparently sewage is still going into the river, and that is where a lot of the outdoor swimmers are going to be competing at. So yeah, good luck with that. And what kind of advice is swim with your mouth closed? That's not part of swimming. You have to swim with your mouth open so you can breathe when you lift your head up. it's really sad because the Olympics only come once every 4 years, and these athletes want to compete the best they possibly can, waiting all 4 years for this one moment. And now they have to worry about dying when they swim. Like, it's freaking crazy. There's also the Zika virus panic going on in Brazil right now. So a lot of athletes are actually scared to actually compete because they don't want to get sick. They don't want to get bit by this bug. The South Korean team has a new outfit, which is crazy, but in the opening ceremonies, they're going to be wearing their outfit, and it's going to have like bug spray repellent already built into it, so it'll protect them from any mosquitoes out there. I mean, this is crazy. This is the freaking Olympic Games, and we're talking about people having to wear repellent on their outfits so that they don't get sick and they don't get bit by a crazy virus. I mean, what the hell? Also, some quick news about Russia. So I reported a couple of weeks back that the Russian Federation, their track and field team, is not going to be competing at the Olympics due to a doping scandal, which I went into grave detail into it. You can see the video in the description, or you can click right here to watch it. But I go into detail about how the Russian team is pretty much being banned from the Olympics in track and field. There was a huge uproar about this, of course, from the Russian Federation. They're not happy about it. They had a vote. The Olympic Committee had a vote to decide if they were going to allow Russia to compete in any other sport or if they were going to just ban them from track and field. They did the vote and decided to keep Russia in the Olympics in all other sports but track and field, because track and field apparently is where most of the doping scandal was happening. Pretty insane, pretty crazy. Of course, Putin is pissed off about this. He's blaming the West, particularly the United States of America, saying that this is a ploy to stop Russia from competing and this is all propaganda and all that good stuff. I mean, as a person who loves the Olympics like I do, it's sad that they're not going to be at the track and field events, because I love track and field and I enjoy watching all the countries compete. So to not have Russia, one of the biggest landmass countries in the world, not compete in one of the most popular sports, it's going to be really sad. And it's not to say that other countries don't cheat and don't have doping incidents, because it does happen. But the difference here is that the entire government of Russia was funding a doping program for all of their athletes, which is completely different than an individual athlete from an individual country getting caught doping. Let me know if you think Miss Team USA should have a title taken away. What do you think about the Zika virus? Would you compete at the Olympics if you were an athlete, or would you stay home just to be safe? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, because it helps me out so much. And thanks so much to the new subscribers that have been subscribing and hitting that red button. I love you guys, and I definitely will be back with more videos as they roll in.
We're well fed.
I can't believe I just said that.